Good morning. And some of you have been asking about how you can record your voice for some of the work that you've been doing. So I've had to think about it, and I've tried using Mashcams on Purple Mash, and that seems to work really, really well. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So from your homepage on Purple Mash, you can see I'm going to go to the tools, and I'm going to click on Tools. And then from there I am choosing Mashcams. So there's my Mashcams, and Mashcams has got a whole range of different characters that you can choose from. You can have an ancient Egyptian, an android, Anglo-Saxon, and there's pages and pages of them. You choose one that you like. I'm going to choose the guitarist. So what we do when we're doing the guitarist is we click on him, and it brings up an image without a face. So we can see that in this area we have a space. There's always a speech bubble, and the speech bubble is there for you to type any messages that you would like to type. So you might type in something like so you've got your writing that you have done, and what we can now do is we can then go on to the next step, which is to actually add a photograph to it as well. So I'm going to fill that space by clicking on the picture of the camera if you have got a webcam attached to your computer or whatever you're using. So here I am going to click it, and it brings up this space, and we can put ourselves into the image. So just make sure that the head is in that space that's there, and then all you need to do is just to click anywhere on the screen, and it will take that photograph and put it into the head. So I've now got my head or my face into there. You can click on the face and drag it around so that it fills it as best as you can. So I quite like the look of it about there. Still see the eyes. We still haven't added any sound, which is what we were asking about. So we can now record some sound. So again, near the top of the screen, we have got these icons here, which is our recording sound. So I'm going to, again, it's whether or not you've got the facility with your computer to record this sound, but it's clicking on the red circle to record, and you click. It brings up a box where you can actually do your recording. So we have the circle to start. You say whatever you're doing, and you can see if it's listening to you, if it can hear you, you can see that it's going up and down with your voice. When you're finished, you click the blue square to stop. And I would always recommend that you go back and you listen to what you have said. You say whatever you're doing, and you can see if it's listening to you, if it can hear you, you can see that it's going up and down with your... So that sounds quite good to me. Happy with that. So as soon as you're finished, you click done. And that is now within the piece of work. So it's up here now. If I click play, you say whatever you're doing, and you can see if it's listening to you, if it can hear you, you can see that it's good. So you can see that's there all the time now. All I need to do next is to save my work. So I'm going to come across here to this purple area, the menu section where there's the lines, the white lines. I click on here, and I'm going to save my work. So in my work, all I now need to do is I need to save my work. So I give it a name. It's going to be music or me talking, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you call it something that you know what it is, and then you save it in your work. Okay, so this is saved as me talking. So I then can close that. The next thing that I want to do now is I want to go to my my blog. So we're going to go to the blog. So I'm going to go to home. I'm going to go to the computing section and to the blogs. You should be quite used to this by now. And there is my blog, Puddock's blog. So I'm going to click on Puddock's blog. I'm going to view the blog. And what I want to do is I want to add to my blog. So I'm clicking up here, add, give it a title. So it could be a story that you've written, it could be a song that you've written, it could be anything. You can have a brief summary to explain what it is. This is my work for music, or whatever it might be, and then we go into our main piece of work. And you need to find your work. So the icons just above here, we've got the icons for changing your text color, changing the background color, but this is, you can change you can add an image, and you've got this one which is called Work Picker. So I'm going to click on Work Picker. I'm going to go to My Works. It brings up this box where I can pick a file, and look, there's my Mashcam called Me Talking. So I click on that and choose. It then puts that work into my blog for me, and I can then click Save. Okay, once it's in there, your teacher will get a message to say that you have produced this. They can then have a look at it, and it will play your work for you, and I'll be able to hear you say whatever you're doing, and you can see if it's listening. Okay, so I hope this video helps you and shows you what you need to do. Thank you for watching.